Hey folks, this is Shandron here, and welcome back to my duo, no cheese, no rest, Honor Mode challenge run. Today we're going to take on an owlbear, or more specifically, the mother owlbear. I had originally planned to wait with that until we had double of the advantage against monstrosities, ranged weapons, so that we could go ham with advantage. But it turns out that the owlbear is not, in fact, a monstrosity, as I thought it was. I just recently found out on another playthrough. It's a beast. But that plan doesn't work, and there's really no reason for us to wait, since it doesn't. So let's just go and do it right now. We were planning on doing it at level 4 anyways. So we have here Brood Mother's Revenge we got last time, and the Ring of Protection we got last time equipped to her. It means we should probably put the Guidance Necklace on Dredge here. I don't think that there are any other items we need to change around. So let's just get going. We can get to the owlbear as fast as possible. I think Blighted Village might be the closest. So the owlbear fight has a couple of different mechanics. First off, I was originally intending to do these Honor Mode bosses going in blind and just reading up on their abilities, but the playthrough is taking as long as it is, so there's no real way for me to avoid that kind of information on the internet when I'm reading as much and watching as much about Baldur's Gate as possible. So I've seen this one. I've seen a couple of the other ones as well. I still haven't, like, not sitting down at least to study what they are, but I can't really avoid them.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
So we know that she has the ability to summon her mate. And we also know that fighting 2 owlbears is bad. So if there is any way for us to avoid that, we're gonna try and do that. And I do have a plan. I don't know whether or not it'll work, and if it doesn't, we're just gonna have to deal with the double owlbear thing. Just get... Oh no, Shovel is gonna turn invisible again right now, yeah. And let's make him invisible here. That should be it. So don't get too close. Are we like... This should be a good position. I don't think she gets any closer than this. So ideally I'd like Lae'zel down here and Dredge up on a ledge up here. Well, wherever it's at. There might be... I think there's the way in from outside where you get straight up there. But since we have as high strength as we do, we can also just jump. And that's just what I'm gonna do. I wanted to use these stalactites, but after reading up on it a bit and trying them out on another run, they don't do anything anymore. Back in early access, they used to be able to fall down and deal a good amount of damage to her if you could lure her under it, which we can with like minor illusion, or by stealing her air during combat. You get a debuff. I don't know if you do that anymore either. I haven't actually tested that. But we are just going to send Dredge here up to the rafters. Or whatever makes for rafters in this case.
Undetected.
And then we are also going to summon a raven, I think. If we are summoning it, it's saying we're summoning a raven. I just wasn't sure whether or not we were doing it. Let's get Shovel in there close by somewhere. Doesn't matter too much. He's invisible. And Dredge, let's see if we can get you up here without you getting spotted. It should be possible, right? Get spotted. Oh, survival. Okay.
What's that?
It's a dirt mount, it appears. I think we're gonna keep him in there for a little while now.
Ready for
His cell is well out of reach.
I can't waste any more time.
And is there anything else I really need to do? Yeah, so let's start by inspecting her and looking at her staff. She has the legendary action here. It's the first time we're going to play with those. Once per round, the owlbear can spend a legendary action to summon her mate when she is attacked. Restore at the start of each round. She can only summon one mate anyway, so it's not too bad. Multi-attack enraged, so she goes enraged. There's also the thing that if she enrages, and she does that on, you can see it here, Owlbear's Rage. The Owlbear's enraged, strength is increased by 2. It doesn't actually say so. She cannot critical hit, has disadvantage in perception checks, that's great. And it doesn't say so, but if she gets low, She's gonna enrage and half all physical damage because it's a rage effect, like barbarians. So we really do not want her to get the actions to do either the summoning or the other thing. We're gonna try and see if we can finish her off without her doing any of those things, just by laying on enough damage. That might be an option. And then we're gonna use silence to cancel her. I should be able to get out here without getting spotted, right? Because pillar would be in the way. I think, yeah. And then we need to find her in a good position. Where did the... Oh, wrong spell, that's why. There we go. Let's do it like this, please. Yeah. That should surprise her. It did. That was awesome. And Lae'zel is still out of combat and should be able to get into position without problem here. The Raven with her? It is. Let's just make it move by itself. Put her into the Cone of Silence thing. Turn-based on. No, not turn-based on as of yet. That's wrong. Need to get the Raven close as well. Now we can go turn-based on. Lae'zel. Split item, drop down a potion. Might as well bless the Raven as well if we can, right? So let's get it slightly closer. That should bless it.
Survival is all that
and then
matters.
we do the usual trick from up here. Time. And shoot the potion of healing. Don't believe there's anything else we really need to do. And now blast. Down to the Raven. Let's see. Rend Vision with blast. 91% chance of landing. Damn it. Lae'zel is still in stealth, but because it's her pet, she gets... Or because something else, I don't know exactly what, she gets pulled into combat there. She gets the advantage in the first attack, so we're gonna do that with our best attack, of course. But because it missed there, also the owlbears in front of all of us, which is really horrible. I wanted to win initiative with at least one of these guys. Because now she might get to do something, and we really don't want her to do anything. Let's just see how much damage we can lean into her, right? 80% chance with advantage here. That was not a lot of damage, really.
What now?
The dredge you can throw. What we could do was we could give her use a speed potion, which I was not intending to do here, but to give her another action to deal a bit of damage. That might be a waste. Let's just test this out, right? 20 points of damage there. Oh, so she's gonna get low enough that she's gonna... that's not good. Maybe we should let her act then. Can we move this Raven away? We can. Get it, like, out here. So I think what we're gonna do is just gonna let Lae'zel tank a hit. I hope she isn't low enough that she goes in rage. Anything she can do to not just tank the hit? No, because it's just gonna jump into her face if she doesn't, right? So let's try the 55% chance of damaging it. That was great. And then dip outside to... Oh, we're still not outside. There we go. Deal it a little more damage. Nope. And then I think I'm gonna go and engage it in melee here. Shovel. There's no really any reason that he should not go and attack, right? Just to get in a little more damage there. He should be able to move away as well, is what I was intending. Yeah, that's great. There's no way that he's acting before this and fucking up, so he doesn't have the greatest initiative. Okay, we're just gonna try this and have her attack us once. There we go, Mother's Desperation. Okay, so she did get her rage, which is not awesome. A double miss is awesome. She cannot call for her mate still, and she didn't move because we had Lae'zel there to bait. So now we're halving all damage on it, which is gonna be hard to deal 31. No, that should be possible, right? 10 points of damage there. Is there anything better to do with a bonus action? Might be. We could like shoot shoot a potion for Lae'zel because she doesn't. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Swift and lethal.
She doesn't have bless at the moment. And we're even gonna bring in the Raven for this one as well. So, where are you, Mr. Raven guy? Not enough space, man. Okay, there.
No choice but to keep going.
That's the potion of healing. There we go again. So, Raven, this time, Rent Vision provokes attack of opportunity. Why exactly? That doesn't seem correct. Okay, now it's better. So now it's blinded, and Lae'zel gets advantage for her main hand attack here. It's great. That's not great. If I move away... Oh, it's blinded now, so there's no attack of opportunity. I think we're gonna do the shot this time instead because of the extra poison damage. Might actually have been correct to do that last time as well. I think it would have. Let's get the Raven away again. Now we're gonna get trouble with the owlbear cup in a second. I would really have wanted to kill it before we got to that. Not enough movement, huh? Is it because the Raven's in the way? It might be. Just move it like ever so slightly away, can we not? Yeah, that worked. 2 points of damage. Dredge has already attacked. Okay, so not ideal. And Shovel won't have any movement to get away.
Still breathing.
See if this works. Anyways. It's gonna get another set of attacks. The owlbear cup might do something as well. Can it get there? Tiny claws is fine. Shovel. Okay, the fact that Shovel survived that is pretty fucking relevant. Okay, so this is not how I wanted this fight to go. Now she's gonna call her... She's gonna call her mate, basically, no matter what I do, except if I spend a spell slot, and I'm not gonna do that. Yes, we could try and push her off.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Okay, Raven first. You should be able to fly up there, right? Granted vision. There we go with the owl. No? Why did it not call the consort there? That's interesting. I was absolutely certain it would.
Give in.
He can step away and he can throw. Not gonna deal too much damage. Are we better off actually dipping and using our hand crossbows? No, because that would require us to get another turn, which we're not getting. Let's just throw. Still not summoning. Oh well. The problem is Lae'zel cannot get up there, right?
I will ascend.
Because she... yeah, she just can't. She can, however, maybe shoot it. Target outside normal range. It's blinded at least. What if I move towards it? We're gonna get a provoke an attack of opportunity, which I guess we're just gonna accept. Could push it away. We're not gonna... yeah, we are gonna use our offhand shot as well. Just gonna take the attack of opportunity. That's fine. Outside normal range. Can we get close enough so that it's not? Just watch our movement so we don't suddenly... yeah, there we go. Could have used a special arrow.
The cub looks from you to his dead mother.
Okay.
Wake. Hungry.
A single strike will end his suffering.
We are going to let the creature live, of course. There's no reason to kill it.
Hungry. Food.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
Well, nature.
We can provide for the cub. Perhaps it'll live.
Okay. Do I have any understanding of why this did not start going off in the later rounds? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume... Was she maybe attacked when she jumped away? No, we didn't get an attack opportunity on that one. I'm just considering, because if she had been attacked down here, but she acted first. If she'd been attacked down here in the round, she would have used her attack. The first attack we made on her must have been from Quoth. I don't see why she would not summon her mate there. Oh well. Not one to look a gift missing owlbear in the mouth, I guess. Should have been well within our capabilities to kill the owlbear if we had a little better initiative or a little more luck on some of our attacks. That's how it goes, and at least it didn't prove to be much trouble anyway. I'm just happy that Shovel survived. That could have been awful. I really shouldn't have put Shovel into danger like that. That was dumb. Let's go and loot the owlbear. Where did the actual cut go? Did he try to get up here? Yeah, okay, he teleported up here. That's awesome. He's inside her, eating his way out. Eesh. Can we speak with him? I don't think we can. Doesn't seem to be like... Oh well.
What path lies?
I don't think we need to speak with him in order for him to get to camp with us at some point, if we are ever gonna rest. That is, let's cancel this silence thing. So the silence worked, and if we had been able to nuke her fast enough, that would have been an easy win. Let's grab all of this stuff and let's get Shovel healed. Very happy that he survived.
These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
What a fortune! It's like 500 gold, which is still quite a lot.
Something good here.
All sorts of weird stuff. So back in early access, that was what I was talking about earlier. You could use these heavy stones to throw onto the stalactites and make them fall into her face. And if you took the egg in combat, you would get debuff, called Egg Bearer, that made her go for you. Sort of like the Grim Fight mechanic, where it always goes for you. But that doesn't work anymore, though. They just crumble instead. Okay, let's see what we can do down here. I think I'm gonna recast guidance on myself in order to have the best possible chance of succeeding on these rolls. Because we're only 2 characters.
Looks like a shrine to Selune
Okay, that helped.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
Okay, so be careful about that. What does it say? Selune is sealed. Sealed. Seal. Protective shield surrounds the chest, dealing radiant damage. I've seen people using this for fun shenanigans by running around with it and basically just using this to kill people. The effect from this one, get them to touch it somehow and it'll keep going boom 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 and kill them like that. There might be something hidden over here behind the treasure. Not the treasure, the statue, but he didn't spot that. You cannot, as far as I know, get into this chest without having the selenite prayer sheet that you can find over there. So let's hope that Lae'zel is actually... Oh, Lae'zel is actually going to spot it. Because you sort of want the information there. We could have brought Shadowheart here. And if we fail, we might fetch her just because it's religion and she's a priest, so she might know stuff about that. Why did Dredge run up there? That seems weird. Probably because I clicked for him to do so. That's usually how that works, but... That was not on purpose. Okay, so she has a very high chance of making this roll at least. Right? There we go. What was the DC actually? DC 10. So she rolled a 3 with her dice, but guidance saved it. Okay, that's awesome. Selenite prayer sheet. Oh, the prayer with the same symbol as the chest. Divine magic. That's great. And in case you didn't know, what you do is that you stand next to the chest, and then you read this. Ooh, Shadowheart is inspired. Simple magic. Yeah, Lae'zel understands stuff. We get the Moondrop Pendant. When the wearer has 50% hit point or less, they don't provoke opportunity attacks. It's nice to have. Maybe we need it for something. Sleight of hand. Oh, Shadowheart is in the... Ooh. That's bad. it counts as if Shadowheart is here, I think. Oh well. How do I make her not see that? She should be in camp, right? I'm pretty certain she's in camp. Let's just take it all now. And we've removed the seal, so the chest itself is now worthless. It's not worthless, it's worth 20 something, so we might as well. I guess we could grab it and sell it, but it's also heavy as shite. Just take it.
Then.
I think we might be missing like a backpack or something.
Let's get going.
Okay, so to recap the owlbear fight, you want to make sure it's silenced. You can start a fight with silence. If you target on the mob, it's gonna get surprised because you cast a spell on it from stealth. You need to do it from stealth, obviously. And then you just need to kill it before it gets its turn, really. If you use potions of vigilance, which I probably should have, not potions, elixirs of vigilance, it's gonna be a lot easier for you. There's no reason for me to run out. Let's just hard run out. You almost called it. Teleport out. And then I have a couple of items that I've been forgetting to pick up that I want to go and pick up. And that's basically it. We're going to end off today by speaking with Karlach. So you might be able to guess some of the items that I'm going to go with. Or maybe actually we'll go further after Karlach and go to Zevlor. We have a quest to turn in at his place as well. Need to talk with him about Arca. Now that we've killed her. Should have done that first or at the last time, but I didn't want to start with a chat. I wanted to start with the fight. This is the item I was here for, the Curious Book. I think I spoke about that last time. And of course we're taking the other stuff as well. What's in this one? Read? I think that works. Yeah. And that was what I wanted to do with... Oh, not that, like that. Yes. Now we have this item. It just makes so much sense, right? Oh, bad. That was bad. It just makes so much sense to have a book to put stuff into. Maybe we should use teddy bear we found last time as like a container for maybe potions or something. It'd be nice for that.
What's that?
Dirt mound here. And what do we have? Thunder Wave is not bad. Some thieves' tools and stuff. Actually, I think I'm a little scared that Shovel is gonna die randomly at some point, so we're just gonna spend a potion now to heal him right away. We could just line him up for something in a fight instead. Yeah, let's just do that, right? He's not gonna die to anything weird. Just running over a surface and dying. No, that would be fucking horrible. And I'm cursing again. Maybe that's what the YouTube algorithm doesn't like. It cut my... I still did that thing instead of just throwing it. It cut my views down by a fifth. Like, not my views, my impressions down to a fifth, not by a fifth. So 20% of the usual ones I suddenly started getting, which was not what I hoped to do. I don't know if it's gonna fix itself, and that's also why I've been doing some of the re-uploads, which I hope haven't annoyed people too much. I'm sorry about it, but it's a little weird sometimes, the algorithm thing. There's a thingy you can find here. We were lucky to notice this. If you don't notice it, you just can't get it. And it's just a bloodstone, so it's not anything relevant. It's just this flat rock that you can move around, and a bloodstone. And then of course there's the item here that you should really know about if you don't already. Probably do. But it is, where is it at? There we go, it's over there. I'm doing the circular motions to try and spot stuff.
Let's have a look.
We have a skeleton lying here with the Smuggler's ring on it. I think I called it the Ring of Thievery. +2 stealth, +2 sleight of hand. The sleight of hand thing is amazing. So usually I just go and fetch this one right away. I didn't want to do that because it didn't really make sense. But now we are exploring after we've killed the owlbear. I think I've pronounced that 7 different ways at this point. Owlbear, owlbear. At least I don't think I can pronounce it as bad as the cultist did. Okay, so there's a tiefling here. It's really running hot. Go and see what she's all about. Lae'zel is
born.
very unfazed.
This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
Okay. Watch you carefully. I think we've been warned against her, so let's watch her carefully, right?
Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the ship. Haven't taken any bounties from a burnt tear dink, have you?
So Tyr is the god of justice, or something to that effect. So answer a question or get information. I don't remember you from the ship. Where were you?
Now that's a story.
But that
And I'll
also
tell it
confirms
to you,
that we
but
were there.
Truth be told, we shouldn't stay here too long. See, these paladins have...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
I think we're not gonna confirm this, at least if she doesn't know. This is assumptions. Assumptions get you killed, so maybe you ought to shed some light on what I just saw.
The Blood War. But brother, believe me when I tell you the fighting wasn't even the worst part. From that peek I got into your head, I'm not the only one with problems on top of problems. A mind flayer tadpole, huh? And no joy getting it sorted as of yet, I see. I'm Karlach. And you are?
I'm absolutely smitten with you. No, sorry, that's me. I'm Dredge. I think we're just gonna introduce. She doesn't seem too bad.
Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards?
Straight to the point.
A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down?
Okay. So, Will doesn't want to tell you anything. And Karlach just spills her entire backstory on you from the beginning. She feels very much like a D&D character here. Just let me tell you about this. But it also suits her, so... Hey. So you want me to kill the people hunting you?
Don't worry. I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them, and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
So if Lae'zel gets to pick, it seems that my party consists of Will and Karlach. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Just have to convince Will
yes.
first.
They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Hang on, though. Looks like you've got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
How is anyone not entirely taken aback by Karlach? Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gushing a little. Fair enough. A nice selection of random stuff. And let's see whether or not we can make this jump here. Or we'll have to go the long way around. We won't be able to bring the shovel guy. It's okay. You can stay here for a while. Target is too far? What? Okay, let's get you closer first. It shouldn't be too far. It should be absolutely doable, right? Oh, can they jump further than it can fly? That seems a little unreasonable. But at least it can, like, go upwards instead. So maybe... There's a secret item up here. I forgot. Up here, I mean. A commander told me that I'd forgotten this one. And I don't think I've found this one since my initial playthrough. So I'd completely forgotten it existed. Which is sad, can't forget stuff like that. Free loot, right? Now we are going to try and see whether or not we can do it now. We can't do this. Did that work? That actually worked. Awesome. I just clicked very fast after I changed to it. We can drop into Zevlor's chambers from here. Where are you at? Zevlor, my man?
I'm told the druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened?
August dead.
Truly. I'm sorry it had to come to this. But she left us with no choice. Thank you. We still have the goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare. I need to ensure my people make the most of it. But here, left over from my soldiering days, it's sparse thanks for what you've done for us. And I'm afraid I have more yet to ask.
So we've gotten entirely pulled into this whole druid tiefling thing they have gone on because we wanted to help some kids. And we sort of still do, so that might be it. But it sort of depends whether or not we have the time, and preferably while we get to do something to help ourselves as well. Because we sort of have a problem to take care of.
You've bought us some time here, but the goblins are still massing out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
We're not gonna ask for pay, we don't care about that. It's not my problem, that might be true, but we do want to help the kids. Kill the goblin hordes leaders. I'll see what I can do. And then with the thing in Mentor, that Halsin is there as well, and we might be able to get healed by him. Or at least get some information.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word. Yes? What is it?
Why did Halsin go with the adventurers?
Some artifact Aradin was hunting. I don't know any more than that, and I don't want to. This grove is poorer for losing Halsin, but I have my own people's concerns to look to.
Let's just ask about this as well while we have him.
We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls and goblins attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
The Descent, an infernal conspiracy that had seen the entire city of Elturel briefly
I
dragged
think
to the
I've had
hells.
this chat already with him, if I recall correctly. So maybe that if people survive that, they'll survive anything. Just be is there a place for tieflings anyway? I don't know whether or not this sort of makes sense, but it could be taken in two different ways. It could be taken as like a sly comment on me not liking the race, or a supportive comment, sarcastic comment on no one else liking the race. But we're just gonna go with the first one.
So I hoped, but we've lost so many already, and more will
You're not
die
forced out
or
again.
forced
Yeah,
out
this is the old conversation then. Okay,
Just Zevlor, Tilly.
got us a nice little item here. When you heal another creature, it gains resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. So basically, you can give someone Blade Ward by using this combination here, Whispering Promise and Hellrider's Pride. I use that a lot in my original playthroughs. And it's also just awesome. But if we're only two, I think I might... Oh, have I been... Oh shit, I've been fighting with the Gloves of Power. So... I should definitely have had the Sparkle Hands on for the owlbear fight. That's not good. But hey, we still won, right? We might as well go and do this while we're here. Or we could go and speak with Nettie as well. Now, when we know that the druids are not too bad, we could do that here to round off. He
Well,
had an item that I
something
wanted
close.
to have access to, and that I never bought before. So let's just buy it now and get it over with. Discount is fine. We could sell a lot of stuff here now as well. But I think I'm gonna basically do that between episodes nowadays, like clean up and set, because it doesn't seem like the most interesting stuff to watch. I think we get experience from talking to Nettie. And at this point, we are not too scared of the druids anymore. We fixed the rot that was with them. So we never took this one before in game. That the reason was simply that we didn't trust them at all. Also, we looted their entire library.
First you save us from goblins, then Karlach's treachery. You're making your mark. How are you doing? Feeling any better?
Straight to the point. Healing as soon as possible. If she's got anything to trade. A good berry, a scroll of animal friendship. I think the good berries we might as well take, right?
Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
But I think at this point, I'm okay with telling her. She is clearly not with the Shadow Druids, although she should have joined the fight before. She's also commending me on taking down Karlach, so I like that about her.
A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
You know of them. Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
So apparently a
need to
lot
be
of people
quick.
don't like
This
Nettie.
way.
I quite like her. Hopefully she doesn't notice that we've looted their secret library. Not secret library, whatever it was, underground thing. And that Lae'zel is running around with sorrow in her
This one
hands.
had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins.
Girl.
Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Yeah, apparently they do that, and you are not supposed to kill them, because then you get a dead tadpole. That's not good. I'm hoping for less grape cure.
I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halcyon, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that planned? Will it help?
It might. But
I
first things
failed
first.
my insight.
Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halcyon was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flayer ship. I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halcyon was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
So she feels genuinely remorseful about this, and also I get where she's coming from, right? She wants to protect her growth and the people here. So, I guess Dredge is a little less enthusiastic about her trying to kill him, though. But on the other hand, he doesn't really care about holding his word that much. He's an orphan from the streets. And yeah, sure, he'll swear to whatever she wants him to swear on, if it means that she's not gonna make trouble.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but
Ooh.
thank you.
Lae'zel approves.
Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on.
I wonder who's walking in and
Because
out of
you
the
should
door.
all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
You must have learned something from studying them.
For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
It's also only been, like, the same day, so... like, a lot of the conversations just assume that you've been long resting a lot. You said you were tracking other victims. Did they change?
Hard to say. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selune. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
Okay. So... you think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
It actually sounds okay. So, we have a couple of different reasons, or not basically the same reason to go and find this Halsin guy. Sure, he can cure me. Let's not ask about that. Alright. I'll find Halsin. Oh, actually, let's just... you're sure he can cure me. Might as well.
I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've seen before. But I know this for sure. Master Halsin is the only one close to understanding these things. He's your best bet to survive. Otherwise, that vial's your only option.
So we also have the option of the purifier on our head, which I'm still not sure that I really enjoy the thought of. So, for now, I think we're just gonna try and go for Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selune. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Hey.
One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
And then later in the game you can... oh,
It'll
sorry.
take more than a nasty drink to finish Lae'zel of fresh clear.
Better a quick draft than Ceramorphosis nonetheless.
Trade it to the nearest quartermaster for a better weapon. It looks like you could use one.
I've never heard that conversation before. That's awesome. She's dissing my weapon. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm also using a stick, so maybe that's why. Okay, that's awesome. Great. I do believe that should be it. We could, like, steal his hastily written note or Halsin's journals, a note on the Drow side and stuff, but we already read it, and we already stole everything else here. So maybe we just leave well enough be. I guess there are a lot of things out here that we could nick, but we don't want to get in trouble with her. What you can do, if you want to do stuff like that, is that you can... I can probably read this one actually without getting into trouble. Let's just try that. Because that should give me antidote recipe. What you can do is while you're talking in here with what's her name, Nettie, with your main character, you can have the other one just run out here and start looting everything, because then there's no one in here. And there's the poor exhausted bird. If you speak with this too much, it's gonna die. I'm not gonna do that. But if you keep pestering it, it's just gonna die from exhaustion. That's a little cute. Let's not do that, especially not when Nettie is here. But it's fun to do, like, on a Dark Urge if you're playing mean and evil. Good. Now that should be it for now. So thank you for joining, if you have been. I've been Shandron. You've most definitely been awesome. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff, and bye-bye.